Hey, this is Jessilee,
Hey, this is Lily.
and you're watching GoTarryn TV.
All right, we're back, everyone. As I promised, once again, side by side, we are rejoined by Jessilee. Jessilee, how are you doing out there today?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. It's great to see you again, as always, and we've missed you, and it's just wonderful to have you back on. And so, first question off the bat: how have you been? How's life going?
Life is been interesting. Really started kindergarten, so that's a new realm of my life. With that, and then just adjusting to being home all the time, and I got creative with business on so many levels. So, but everything's pretty good.
That's amazing. Yeah, I can't believe Renly's starting kindergarten. That would make her, is she almost 6 now then? Is that right?
She just turned 5 in June.
She just turned 5. Okay. So, wow, that's amazing. She is going so fast. I remember when I first met her, she was about, like, I think a year and a half or 2 years old, probably.
Yep. She was about 1 or 2. Yep.
That's incredible.
And she was in my belly, so she's everybody's.
Oh,
shocked
my
to see
goodness.
her.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow. And it's great to see you. And, again, just last time you and I chatted, I know things were kind of crazy and hectic with everything going on, but, with adjustments and everything else. So how's your life adjusted business-wise? I know you said that, we've got some recordings coming up here in the studio for you. So what have you been busy with? How's fitness going for you? Just, I guess, everything, like in terms of the last, so far this year.
So I just got back into teaching at the gym again.
Okay.
There's in downtown Atlanta, so it's called the YMCA House.
Uh-huh.
So I teach there, which has been it's such a beautiful location. So I have 2 classes there, and then I'm back in Buckhead subbing for an instructor who got injured in Zumba. So I'm teaching there. So I have 3 classes now. I have a couple of clients I'm training, which is good. So slowly I'm getting back into it with fitness. In terms of dance, we are trying to go back on tour because I was on tour before the pandemic. But we have just hiccups, and we have some shows lined up. We're not out the country yet, but we're lining back up to do some shows. Within the East Coast, we have a show in Oakland, I think, in October. We have a show in the Bahamas in November, so that's good.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, and our band's with Karen White. So I'm excited about that. I think that's pretty much it. And then my t-shirt business, we're trying to expand, so we're working on that.
Wow. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy everything's going well for you, with everything that's happened in the last year and a half, 2 years. So, last time I think we chatted, I mentioned how my job at Georgia State pretty much got eliminated because they got rid of all of us part-time instructors. They didn't need any adjunct teachers. And they haven't asked any of us to come back yet because their budgets got slashed. And the YMCA in Buckhead, I don't work there anymore because they got rid of all the classes as far as like what I was teaching. And slowly but surely they've been bringing back a little bit. Last time you and I chatted, you were telling me about the other YMCA downtown. And so I'm happy to hear that things are going well there, and a lot of changes too. With like when you and I chatted, they were getting rid of masks and everything was right with the world. And then when the Delta variant came back, it seems like we went back to putting masks on, back to social distancing. So it just seems like it's been kind of a roller coaster for a lot of people in terms of, and at schools too. Let's not forget about that as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm just so thankful that I'm able to take her. Her elementary school is literally around the corner, so we walk to school.
Yeah.
That's how it was to walk her to school, and we actually was on quarantine last week because her teacher had COVID.
Oh no. Oh.
She kids in her after school program, so she had double exposure.
Oh gosh.
So she actually just started back school today. All last week we were quarantine, and I had got a tooth pulled. So
Oh.
her at home with me with achy pain, and If
Oh,
you have a
wow.
parent friend out there, pray for your parent friends because we're not okay.
Oh, I
We're not.
know. Yeah, I really, it's just amazing, Jessilee. I just hope that they're able to keep the momentum of keeping the kids in the schools and hopefully, the schools don't shut down again. I don't know how people do it. I mean, it's just like you said with the computer learning, especially for a 5-year-old to do the whole virtual, that's just so difficult. That's so challenging. It just seems almost impossible.
Yeah, and really, it's the parents being back in school again because they can't read.
Right,
Um,
exactly.
they, thankfully, Brinley can cut and paste on her own. Like she can use scissors,
Oh, cool.
so
Wow.
a lot of practice with that. But when it comes to like what are the directions that she's supposed to do, that's when it's like it's hard to try to work from home and help her through her school years.
Oh yeah, yeah, certainly. You said it right. I mean, with the whole learning virtually for kids that young, it is parents basically being back in the classroom because you're both the teacher and trying to figure out how to teach her, in terms of doing that. And how about, let me ask you this, Jesse, with your own workouts, are you able to get your own workouts in, and do you have enough time scheduled for yourself with being able to, suitably get effective and efficient workouts for yourself?
So yeah, sorry, my light is like going
Oh,
out.
you're fine. That's okay.
It's my flicker. There's too close here. But so I have to challenge myself because I have taken on this lazy spirit. So in my class, I do full out. So
Oh, okay. I
some
see.
situations I would stop and direct, but I do the whole workout in my class.
Gotcha. Okay.
One of my clients that I train with her, or I do the workouts. I go to the gym early, and then when she meets me there, I've either already done the workout or I started it because me doing it on my own accord has not worked.
Yeah.
And it's a new habit I cannot stand. But I've had to find ways to get around it to get back into my fitness. Um, and then little things like walking her to school. So there's a huge hill. So I usually sprint up the hill. I try to just anytime I can work out, I just fit stuff here and there. So yeah, so that's how I've been trying to stay fit.
That's so smart. Yeah, I'm glad that you're able to do that because it's so challenging and it's almost like a challenge to be able to, as us fitness professionals, we try to find time in the day. And how about as far as your participants for your classes and such? Do you see the same regulars and have everybody been able to hang in there, or do you see people trickling off and some people you don't see anymore? How's that been overall with participation in classes and such?
I think people appreciated that pandemic. I think because now they're more motivated. So I would say people are definitely out the house more. I'm seeing more consistency at Morehouse. There's I have a lot of staff that come. They just on their lunch break.
Okay.
They take my class. I teach there 12:30 to 1:15
Okay.
on Tuesdays because one they don't have childcare, so I go out really in school and they're able to just come right downstairs and take the class. And I also have some students that come. So that in terms of that consistent because they block that in their lunch schedule. At Buckhead, because I'm subbing, um, I don't really know who's been there, but since I've been teaching all month, I've seen consistency in numbers and bigger numbers. So I would say this is probably the more consistent I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that too because there was a period there during when this whole thing happened first where the gyms were completely dead and nobody was working out and everybody was scared. And I guess you still have some people paranoid about this new variant. And now with this whole vaccine versus non-vaccinated people and the masks versus the non-maskers, it just seems like it's kind of tricky, because especially in fitness centers, I was talking to someone else about this with you really can't make everyone happy. It seems like you're going to make half the people upset with whatever the facility intends on doing. Are we going to make masks mandatory for exercisers? Are we going to ask people who are unvaccinated that they have to wear a mask while they're working out? It seems like no matter what, it's a lose-lose situation. There comes that ghost again over there.
That's so great. I agree with you.
Yeah. So, what was your take, Jessilee, on the whole? I guess maskers versus non-maskers, vaccinated people versus not, and then in a fitness center, how do you? There is no way to perfectly make everyone happy, I guess, in this situation. No.
Mm-mm. It is hard, because even we had an email the other day, like, that said, instructors, if one instructor wants to leave their door open, don't judge them because you think the door should be closed. Like, even little things like that, because my class, they like the doors open while we're doing our class. Um, and and I'm dance fitness, so we're loud. The music is loud. We don't have any problems because we're in the corner, but it's just little things like that that everybody's opposing. It's always opposing parties. So yeah, I mean, in terms of the mask or anything like that, I haven't had any issues with that. Some people I know, they might be taking care of an older parent, so they'll keep their mask on, but they just keep their distance. But no drama. I haven't seen too much drama with it.
You're lucky, because I've noticed a few times over at one of the fitness centers in Buckhead. It used to be before COVID, it was all the music. People complained about they didn't like the music that was being played.
Uh-huh.
But now, what I noticed several times, I've seen it where some people were directly tell another member like to put your mask on, and vice versa.
Oh,
And yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. And then also about not cleaning the machines. I see some people that'll get on a machine and they'll get off. And,
oh
and
yeah.
that one's always been kind of confusing for a lot of people as well too. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if maybe I've got bad luck, but I just keep seeing a lot of people just negative towards others about, just angry and upset. And
Yeah.
well, here's a good example. You do a lot of driving, as I do. The road rage and the people that are driving aggressively now. Do you see that too, where you're driving necessarily?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't go out too much anymore, but
Yeah.
yes, like, they're in a hurry to go nowhere. I don't get it. I always say Atlanta people are the worst. I don't know
Yes.
why they drive like that, but
You are
yeah.
absolutely right, Jessilee. No, and it has gotten worse. I thought since COVID, and now here we are. It's just I keep seeing that people tailgating and cutting through and aggressively cutting people off and such. But I don't know. I just thought that that's kind of interesting that that's been going on. And in terms of people working out, all the more reason for people to work out, though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, like right now, I've seen people tell me that they haven't been able to work out for whatever reason because maybe their gym's closed or they don't feel comfortable. But what do you tell the people, Jesse Lee, that tell you just no, I'm too worried to go back to the gym. I just don't have the motivation. Like, how do you get those people to get fired up again and get motivated, so to speak?
Well, lately I've just been telling them I'm back teaching, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me?" And that alone has the people I talk to. Not to sound like I'm boasting or anything, but like, I'm happy to say, like, when I tell them I'm teaching, they'll come.
Good.
Or I've given them the option of I've bought an iPad this year, and I've been going live on all my classes.
Oh,
So
neat.
even if they haven't renewed their membership, they still can get my class on Instagram. They can take it. So that's kind of been my go-to
That's
lately.
really
So
cool. What platform, Jesse Lee, do you use? What we're doing, Skype, or what do you use when you're doing the virtual live for your workouts?
normally I do Instagram live, but I have a Zoom account, and I think I'm gonna start going back to Zoom
Uh huh.
so
Right.
that they can be on, because Instagram only gives me 30 minutes.
That's right.
So
That's
they
right.
doesn't get, yeah, they a peach of the class. So I think I'm gonna have to advertise it a little better. And then with Zumba, so Zumba started, everybody's getting on this wave. So Zumba actually has implemented a resource for the Zumba Instructors Network where you can pay, like, I think it's like $10 extra a month,
Oh, okay.
and you get access to Zoom where you can have a longer Zoom time. So Zoom is normally, I don't know what it is monthly, like $40. So you just pay $10 to get that 90 minutes. You can get 90 minutes max for your
Oh,
class.
okay. Okay.
So I've been utilizing that so that people they pay like $5 a class, and they can have access.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I mean, what a great thing. That's one of the benefits and silver lining, I guess, with everything that happened that maybe we wouldn't have thought of going about, some type of option like that before this whole thing happened. So I'm really happy that, you're taking advantage of that, being able to utilize that, because let's face it, at the end of the day, you're giving more people options to be able to drop in and do that with you. So I commend you for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah, I
brilliant.
didn't even think about it like that till I realized like the world is half virtual, half
Yeah, exactly.
in person.
Right.
So I encourage anybody, like, if you have a talent or a skill, like, go virtual. Right now is the time
Hmm.
to learn, new ways to reach bigger audiences virtually.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you, Jessilee. I mean, I think that's wonderful to be able to do that. And as far as the dance fitness goes, how's that been in your life? Because the reason why I asked this, I know some people have told me for dance, that's kind of hard with COVID because some clients I had, for example, are scared to go to their dance class and dance with the instructor because you're real close in contact and such, or if you're with a whole bunch of people in the room, and wearing a mask for a lot of people, especially exerting a lot of energy like that, is hard too. So how's that been with in terms of everything that's been going on with your category of dance fitness in your life?
Yeah, lately, people have been not wearing masks. I could say maybe, okay, with Buckhead, I can fit about 15, 20 people in class. I
Hmm.
would say maybe two keep their mask on.
Okay. Okay.
And and then with Morehouse, our capacity in that room is only 7.
Okay.
And I have one lady in particular who's taking care of her elderly mom. She keeps her mask on, but other than that, people, they're off. I haven't seen any problems or heard any issues. They don't want it. They don't want to work out with their mask. So,
It
but
seems
they
so
try to just keep
counterintuitive.
their distance.
Yeah, the distance, but also, like you said, keeping the door open. I think that's a great idea. And but it seems so counterproductive. I mean, I couldn't imagine trying to work out with a mask on. I mean, it just seems impossible for me.
So I'm teaching in the school system dance. I teach once a week
Hmm.
at an elementary school.
Cool.
I'm there for
Okay.
3 hours.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's like a after school type of program, so we can teach them dance. We have different things at this school. We have dance, we have step, cheerleading, um,
Wow.
and something else. Yeah, it's awesome. But the school's requiring us to keep our mask on. So for
Hmm.
3 hours teaching dance and cheer, I have to have my mask. That is miserable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, their rules are, they're like, if the kids step out, you need a break, you can pull it down and take a break in between your classes. But I'm like, to talk, and I'm teaching kindergarten to like second grade. So that alone
Oh.
is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. It's hard
um,
enough. Yeah.
yeah. So in that aspect, it is very difficult.
But see, and
Very.
the other thing, Jesse Lee, too, with that, I would think, like, for example, myself, I would really struggle as a kid in your class because I've always been more of a visual learner with reading lips and just body language, especially facial language. And some people learn that way. Some kids don't. Some people are perfectly fine. But also, a mask, I found for myself at least, when I'm talking, muffles my noise, and I have a tough time trying to articulate something clearly. But especially with hearing, when I listen and I'm trying to do something as simple as, I'll give you an example. When I'm at Publix trying to order a sub at Publix, and they'll say, like, what do you want? And I can't understand what they're saying because I'm trying to read their
Now,
lips. And yeah, so I would think it'd be more challenging for both of you, you and the kids, two-way, because how could they possibly, if they're like me, trying to read your lips and listen closely, unless they're really good at audio sensory, and then vice versa, you're having to try to, articulate it clear enough so that it's going through the mask, and that they have the disadvantage of not being able to read your lips. I would think that'd be extremely hard.
it is. Most of the time, I end up pulling a mask forward to, like, if it's a lot of direction,
Right.
or it's really like follow me, like step to the left. Everything I have to do physically.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
yeah, that's the hardest part.
So that would force them then to be more visual learners in that case, to just watch what you're doing. And
Hmm.
that, wow, you talk about a big challenge though. That's incredible. That's amazing. Wow, I commend you for
Yeah.
being able
So
to.
I have a fan. I have a hand fan. I have like a little portable fan because it's hot too. It's like, oh, like Lord, don't let me pass out.
That's amazing.
Oh
Wow.
God.
Well, and again, I'm so happy you've been able to continue being so. As long as I've known you, you've always had like 10 different things that you've been able to juggle. I don't know how you do it. I mean, it's amazing your schedule. But what does the rest of the year look like, Jessilee? Like here on out for the rest of 2021. What else? What other projects are you managing, and what other programs are you implementing as we go towards the end of the year that you're looking forward to?
So let's see what's coming up. Definitely us going back on tour, us traveling a little bit,
That'll be fun.
even if
Yeah.
it's just once a month. Look, I'm like, please. Definitely expanding my business, my t-shirt business. We're my business partner, who's also my boyfriend, he is playing professional basketball in Bolivia right now.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and so he took a lot of our like attire and apparel with him. And so every day he's like, "Oh, somebody else got one of my shirts." Like, I swear he's gonna come back with no clothes because they love it out there. So we're so we're kind of in the process now of figuring out expanding out of country
Hmm.
with our brand, because you'll be surprised, but in other countries they show so much more love than America.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
no disrespect to our country, I love America.
I
However,
know what you
when I
mean.
was on tour,
Right.
when I was on tour, like the love, it's just different. So
Yeah.
my main goal is like trying to expand our business and reach outside of our normal. So yeah, that's it. And then yeah, just getting really through kindergarten successfully.
Yeah, that's
But
incredible.
yeah,
I mean, Brinley,
that's
yeah, I remember. I can't believe like she's already 5 now, and it just seems like the time just flew by so fast. Looking back on that, it's just amazing. And again, let me ask you this: Have you been to Bolivia then? Like, are you traveling out that way as well?
I
That would be
I
really
haven't.
interesting.
I'm going to in 2022. Yeah, our plan is for me to go out there
Yeah.
and visit. Yeah, so I definitely want to, because he has to come back in October, and then he'll be going back. So when he goes back the second time, that's when I'm gonna go. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he
so
just has
cool.
to come back because of COVID. Like they have stipulations. He can only be here 3 months on
Right.
the visa, and then he
Right.
has to go back on the visa.
Yeah.
So, but that's fine. And then I almost, as you were talking, I almost forgot to tell you this, what has happened. I've been doing a lot of TVs and movies for the last 3 months. I forgot to tell you
Oh,
that.
nice.
Um,
Nice.
I've been I've been featured in some, and I've been doing extra work. So actually today I have to go get a COVID test to be on set. That's the new norm. We get paid for COVID testing,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but you cannot be on set now in the entertainment industry until you get your COVID test. Then
Okay.
you go on set. Then you
That's
get tested when you get on set. So you get tested 2 days before, tested the day of, and then every day you come on set.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, at least you'll
It's
feel
a lot,
safe when you go there, right? I mean,
yeah.
what
But we still
studios?
should wear masks the whole time
Oh,
we're on
really?
set.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wow.
It's
Gosh.
it's terrible. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
They just take zero precautions in terms of
Yeah,
like we're not
it's
going to
like
take any chances. What about what studios have they been at? Have you been all over, or is there a certain studio that you've been doing it at a
oh,
lot?
I couldn't even tell you. I've been in so many different, and I've been in all parts of Atlanta. I've been in Lithonia.
Oh,
I've
wow.
been in I've been in Smyrna. I've been
Nice.
I can't even Covington, like all over.
That sounds like so much fun.
Georgia. It is. It
Yeah.
is. It's just long days.
Sure.
I actually was featured as like a basketball player recently, where I'm actually playing basketball, and I'm not a basketball player, so I'm a good actor. But I'm with the main characters, like actually in the scene, so I'm excited about that.
That is
That's coming
awesome.
up. So by the next time we have an interview, I should be able to tell you all the shows I've done. Right now, I can't tell you yet
The
because they're
gag
not out.
order, right?
Yeah, I've done about 5 or 6 though within the last 3 months.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, when we do this next time, let's definitely. Hopefully, by that time, we'll be able to share some of them. That would be so exciting. That's great. I'm
Yeah.
so happy for you being able to keep so busy with that. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, I don't know how you balance your whole schedule and be able to do that. That's amazing. I mean, you're so multi-talented.
Thank you. And I have this, look, I have an assistant here today that help my well, we met at church, but I've adopted her. She's like 19, and
Oh,
my
that's
little young
cool.
adult
Nice.
trying to mentor her.
Oh, look at
So
you. That is
I can
excellent.
call. So it takes a village, like not even just because I'm a mom, but like you have to reach out to people who can help you.
Yeah.
I can't do it by myself. I don't do it by myself, to be honest.
No, you're right. I mean, you're right. It takes a village, takes a community, and that's what it's about. I mean, nobody does it better than you, Jessilee. I just commend you for that. That's amazing. And wow, gosh, the time just flew by so quickly here. We're already up with our 30 minutes. But before we let you go, just a few more questions. Let's definitely do this again sometime next month whenever you're available. But go ahead and let's plug what you can plug right now, please. How people can, for example, drop in on Instagram Live with you, do the group classes with you, and anything else you want to plug where people, if they have more questions, want to reach out to you, how can they best find out more about you, Jessilee?
So definitely with Instagram for fitness, nutrition, dance, follow me, Jessilee, that's JESSILEE _LLC on Instagram. And then also follow my t-shirt business page. That's 9Lives, spelled N, the number 9, NELIVES official. So yeah, please follow us, and we'll show love back as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's great, Jessilee. Well, again, it was so cool catching up finally and being able to touch base. And, please give Brinley a good warm hug for us out there. I'm hopeful that kindergarten stays live, physical this year. Let's just definitely put that out there for sure.
For everybody's sanity.
Absolutely, especially the parents. I mean, no question about it. And the kids, they need to be back in the school, and that's so great. I'm glad that she's there. But again, congratulations on everything that you've got, and I'll touch base with you next month. Let's have you back on here, and hopefully by that time, I can't wait. I want to hear what some of the work you've been doing. Let's talk about that with the movie sets and shows, because I hopefully by that time you'll be able to talk about that.
Yeah, I was with some heavy hitters, some big stars. So I can't wait to share. Maybe I can send pictures and stuff around that time. You can post it.
That would be amazing. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, you got it, Jessilee. Well, again, the time always flies by so quickly with you, as it always does. And we'll let you go here. And as we fade to black, everyone who's watching, here comes the contact info that Jessilee just provided a few seconds ago if you want to take it down. But Jessilee, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next month.
Thanks, Taryn. Bye, everybody.